The member for Capricornia.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer advise the House of the importance of sound fiscal policy and strong economic management to our transitioning economy? How is the government backing hard-working Australians to promote growth and jobs?
The Treasurer has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Capricornia for her question, because she's right. The Australian economy is transitioning, as the Prime Minister has just said, and that transition is being felt differently all across the country, whether it's in the regional areas of North Queensland or in Western Australia or in the suburbs of Sydney or Melbourne or right across this country. And the good news, though, for the economy as a whole is that we are transitioning, Mr Speaker, as positively transitioning, Mr Speaker, as the Prime Minister has just said. And to ensure that this continues, we need to continue to back the Australians in who are making this transition occur each and every day. And the things that we need to do as a government and continue to do as a government ensure that in these quite difficult times, Mr Speaker, because I know that those who have been seeing what has been happening in financial markets around the world and the volatility that has been occurring there and the low growth environment globally that we're now facing, that would cause them some concern. And it's important that we look past the dust of that volatility, Mr Speaker, and look to what is happening in the real economy in Australia. And in the real economy in Australia, what we're seeing is growth, Mr Speaker. We're seeing growth in jobs and we're seeing growth in the economy, and we've got a government that is focused on growth and jobs, Mr Speaker. And in these uncertain times, Mr Speaker, you need to have a very strong financial position. And that strong financial position needs a government that is not going to think that tax and spend is a plan for growth. But that's what those opposite think, Mr Speaker. Tax and spend is the approach of those opposite, Mr Speaker, and they think that is a plan for growth and jobs. Now, we have a very different view, Mr Speaker. We have a very different view about that, because we know the way to back in the transitioning economy, where economists like Paul Bloxham say that growth has been rebalancing, and the NAB Group economist Alan Oster has said that the good domestic fundamentals are helping to offset what could potentially be a big drag on confidence from global markets. And the ANZ head of economics, Felicity Emmett, has said the domestic economy is currently not in bad shape, with the unemployment rate improving significantly over recent months. And the confidence data that is coming through that the Prime Minister has referred to, Mr Speaker, backs this up. But you've got to back the confidence in of Australians by ensuring that the Australian government is doing the right thing by our budget, Mr Speaker, and that means ensuring we continue to get our expenditure under control. Expenditure as a share of the economy is falling from 25.9% of the economy to 25.3% under the savings proposals of this government. Now, we have those savings proposals in place. They're outlined in the budget. That's our clear plan to consolidate the fiscal position of this government, but those opposite have a very different plan. They want to reverse $30 billion worth of savings that this government has seen pass through the parliament. They want to continue to oppose some $13 billion of other savings measures, Mr Speaker, including the $9 billion in savings measures we announced in MyEFO alone, Mr Speaker. And on top of that, they want to spend almost $14 billion more, Mr Speaker, and to pay for this enormous $57 billion, they've come up with nothing more than higher taxes.